Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another night of The Storyteller. I am the Storyteller. Tonight I will be your host. I will, in fact, take you on a journey. Did I talk earlier on about my school? I don't think I did I? Let's do a school thing. No, it's on the phone, it's a phone message one. I've been followed by a moonlight shadow, moon, shadow, moon. That was a guy that identified as a cat. His name was Cat Stevens. Stevens' cat, actually. He was like Schroeder's cat. No, that's not. It's Pavlov's. Is it Pavlov's stock or Pavlov? Pavlov, like with a V, or Pavlov with an F. You know what's lovely? I now know what quid pro quo means. I know what, I knew what it meant, but I didn't know what the word was. And my friend George James, who I'm sure, I haven't seen George James in probably close to 45 years. It's got to be close to that. And I bet he's an amazing drummer. He's a DJ now, I think, from what I can see online. And I think, come on dude, you still got to be, you're a musician, aren't you still? I bet he's a fucking amazing drummer now. Oh, I'm not going to do the apology to George, not on this one. Because I was going to talk about my school days. I always think about school days, the song School Days, what's an instrumental by Stanley Clarke, because George James would always go blam, 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 blam. He could play it on the bass. He would pick up my friend Brian, who's no longer with us, rest in peace, Brian Ralph. Madman, absolute mad guy, but a lot of fun to be in a band with. He didn't know any of the names of the strings. He would just say, just play it. And he could just play it. He'd listen to it once. He'd play it through. He might make a couple of little mistakes. But sometimes he'd just play instantly. Depends how hard it was. A lot of the stuff we were trying to learn, we thought we were prog rock. So it's, we were doing really hard stuff. And we had a really hard taskmaster, which was Mickey Ralph. He would he'd really, especially he'd lay into Brian because that was his cousin. He felt he had some sort of divine right to attack Brian. Anyway, I was talking about my school days. Anyway, George just picked up the bass and he just knocked out School Days like it was nothing. And so I always associate George James with School Days and with Stanley Clarke and Ray Gomez, who is a great guitar player who played on that. Anyway. My school, I think it's gone on too long. Shall I keep going? Yeah, my school was hexagonal. I think the main hall, there was a main hall, it's what they called a modern school, and it was hexagonal, which is great when you used to have all the PA equipment because it folded in against the wall. But when you pulled everything out, it wasn't like being in a square room. You were in like this crazy, I think it might have even been an 8-sided hall. Which means octopus is 8, October is 8. It was 8 sides, and I thought that the classrooms actually came off of each. If you look down and you saw a hexagon, each flat piece of the hexagon actually had classrooms coming off of it. And in my mind and in my car, we can't rewind, we've gone too far. I've got to stop doing that joke. I'm never going to do it, dude. So you think I'm still trying to do School Days and screw it out? I've got 2 other melodies going already. Oh great, great, that's in A, except this guitar's not in A. See, I always think everything, I pick up bass, everything I pick up, I just think that's A. See, I always make it. Because as long as you know where that drop note is, you could... So, as bad as it gets, I just have to get home to there. And all I have to do is go. So I don't really care. I mean, I know you're going, oh, you're terrible, all the notes are wrong, but I sit here and do this, and do you know what it does? It makes me laugh. And it makes me forget about the time. I don't care, you know, I've sat here and played into the wee hours of morning. I generally like keep a track on it, and I don't do it on an acoustic, it's too loud, but I get, you know, maybe like this one. Oh, there's something about this tuning I remember I like this. It's just, this guitar doesn't want to sit on my lap. And I've got to get the bow right. This is what I always do. I always forget. I've got to have the bow like a dagger. It's only a guideline. I'll get someone with a proper violin to play that and it will sound brilliant. This guitar fell over a bit earlier on. I think that's why it's out of tune. I should be tuning all these guitars, but you know what? I've tuned guitars for 30 years for other people and I've made them perfect. Absolutely fucking dogs on, spot on your dog bollocks. I mean, I've made the tunings amazing. And what I realised is I absolutely hate guitars. And Lou Reed once said to me, he was pointing at the tuner and he said, my tuner says A, Rob play A, and Rob played A and it was flat. And I was like, I stupidly said, no, what did Lou said to me? See, I couldn't tell a lie. Lou said to me, does that sound in tune? Does that sound in tune to you? I was like, Lou, guitars never sound in tune to me. Don't tell me that. Don't, oh, Jesus Christ, I'll end up playing it. He said, Jesus, I can't do Lou's voice. Jesus Christ, I'll end up playing just an acoustic on my own. And it's like, well, it's still going to be out of tune. Exhibit A, Your Honour. However, do you hear that resonating? Let's see, keep it by the phone. See how long you think you can still hear it. That's about it now, I think, because I put my hand on the strings, but it pretty much stopped vibrating in my hand.